Okay. Voluptuaries, I am back. Again, I don't know that I'm live in all the places. Maybe I am. Maybe it's working. Maybe my Delulu is the Solulu is the thing, and the Solulu is actually working in my Delulu. Hallelujah. Okay. Welcome in, welcome back. It is day 3 of my lives. And today we're going to talk about acclamation with an I and acclamation with an A, which is the name of the new masterclass going in September 26th through the 29th. All women are invited. It's a 4-day extravaganza. We're going to be spending 4 days acclimating and 4 days acclimating. Okay, let's talk about the difference of the one. Acclamation with an I is to acclimate to the climate, to adjust, to I'm sure we could look up the exact definition, but to like here's an example saying you're climbing a mountain, you're doing a hike. As you get higher up the hill, you need to do other things to I don't want to use the word to define the word, you know what I mean? To adjust to the new climate, to allow your body to realign to what is. Okay. So, one of the ways that I did that today, this was actually my practices today, working on not only what I'm going to teach in acclamation, but working on being in practice of the practices that we're going to do, right? Because I'm going to spend 4 days, we're going to talk about some things and then we're going to do some things. Because as your pleasure and intimacy embodiment coach, it's very important to me that we don't just talk about it, but we be about it. And so, acclamation, we will get to be about it. Okay. Don't you love that my eyebrows can do that? It's so cool. Anyway, acclamation. Here's my practice that I did this morning and last night. And it is naming the sensations that are happening in your body. So while my eyes were closed, so I can focus on my body, slowing my breath down, I started to name the physical sensations that I feel in my body. Last night, it started with things like, oh, and this morning, I did it again this morning. And sometimes it's like a constant practice. Like I will be like, what's going on in my body? Oh, I feel tingling in my feet. I feel a heat passing from the left to right of my lower back. I feel my hair being pulled up in this bun, and I can feel the hair actually being pulled. That's because it's time to take it down. It's been up too long. Um, I can feel what, and I just start naming. And sometimes it's not a head to toe situation. Sometimes it's just what is present most. And why is this important? It's important to know what you're feeling and where you're feeling it if your goal and intention is to be aware of what's happening in your body, right? Because then you can be aware of if you're in pain, you can name the pain, you can pinpoint the pain. If you're in pleasure, you can name the pleasure, you can pinpoint the pleasure. And sometimes we forget to pleasure map, right? Like, where does my body feel good? What feels good in my body right now? The hand on my chest, I can feel the heat coming from my hand into my chest, and that feels good. Right? So sometimes we forget to map our pleasure. So acclimating to what is actually happening in your body. Where are you feeling it? And what are you feeling? So that was step 1 for me today and yesterday. That was part of my pleasure practice, acclamation. And then today, and for the acclamation part, which is out loud praise, I got to be on the phone with one of my best friends. It is great to be in practice with the things that you're practicing with people. Yes, solo practice exists, and yes, we get to solo practice. And also, we get to heal and grow in community. So, this is why I'm also calling in 500 women, because we as a community get to heal and grow and move forward. And that gets to happen in community as well, right? It's just the same thing. Like when you There's time to go to the gym and work out by yourself, and there's time to go to a class and be in community so that you're not by yourself, right? Same thing. So this will be a workout for your emotional intelligence. This will be a workout for your intimacy intelligence. So in my acclimation practice, I got to be on the phone with one of my best friends, and she was in her acclimation. She had all of these praises. Some of you may know them as brags or celebrations that we got to celebrate together. She told me about the ways of her pursuit of pleasure and how it's not really a pursuit, it's just a what would feel good? That feels good. Is that available to me? That's available to me. Let's go do the thing. Let's get the thing. Let's be in the thing. Let's be with the people. And so I was getting to celebrate her. So she first praised and telling me all the things that she was doing. And then I got to celebrate her in doing all of the things. And I don't know if you know this about praise, but when you start praising out loud, if you've ever been to any kind of church and someone gets the spirit, or the music is really doing the thing. If you've ever been to any kind of concert and the whole room is like, yeah, that is out loud praise, right? And it is contagious. It feels good to feel good. It feels good to be in celebration of those celebrating. So my best friend got to celebrate, and then I got to celebrate her celebrating, and we got to laugh and we got to giggle. We got to, joke with each other and be like, "What?" So I told her something else today. I'll share it with you in a minute. And she was like, "Yep, that's another episode right there." So this is why these lives are called Wait, What? I went to CVS to buy feminine hygiene project products, and they have them all locked down, and you have to ring a bell to get assistance. And it's not just customer assistance on aisle 7, it's customer assistance and feminine care products. Ding! Customer assistance and feminine care products out loud on the loudspeaker for all to hear. And I had stopped in the condom aisle before I had gone to the feminine product aisle, and I thought, if they have the condom that I'm looking for, because I can no longer find my favorite condoms, if they have the condoms that I'm looking for, I will get those. Those two were under lock and key, and they didn't have them, so I didn't have to ring the bell. But I was like, if I had to ring the bell in the condom aisle, would it have been customer service needed in the condom aisle? But luckily, I was in the feminine product aisle. I'm actually not embarrassed to buy either of those, so now that the whole store knows and all of you know. So that's my wait, what today. And that's also part of my acclamation today, right? Like out loud praise that I wasn't embarrassed, that it was actually hilarious and funny, that you hear it on the loudspeaker, customer service needed and feminine products, and that all of these things are locked down. There's a whole nother thought process about going into a store and having things that are necessities locked down. I feel the same kind of way about going into bathrooms and having things like feminine products not be free. But anyway, so back to acclamation. So, acclimating first to what is happening in my body, discovering the climate that's going on in my body, discovering the temperature, the texture, discovering the sensations, the tingles or the heat, and then once you acclimate, you can change it if you don't like it, right? Once you acknowledge what's happening, and then it's like, oh, am I cold? Is that a cold chill running down my back? Or is that goosebumps just being excited to feel the things? And if you're cold, then you can change that. Put a blanket on, put a sweater on, put a sweatshirt on. And then as you acclimate, praise out loud, more people want to praise and be out loud with you. Okay? So those were my practices. We are still at 3 signups for this workshop, this masterclass that's going in September 26th, 29th. Will this go on with 3 people? Absolutely. And I will get to serve and pour into these 3 great women that have signed up with great joy and abundance and laughter. Is there room for 497 women to sign up? Absolutely. We have 15 days left. So There's lots of room for 497 women. Is it needed for women to learn to praise themselves? Absolutely. Why? Because we live in a society that loves to hate on women. It's called misogyny. We live in a society that is currently working in every corner of the world to remove women's voices, powers, choices. So it is absolutely very vital for not only our survival, but for our thriving to remember that we are worthy of praise, that we are worthy and deserving of attention, of time, and that we get to give it to ourselves. And then we get to be in sisterhood and give it to each other, right? Because they also have this society thought process that they need to divide and conquer us. And we know that we are stronger together, and we are strong and mighty in form and in praise when two or more gather in my name. Okay, so let's gather. Let's learn to praise each other. Let's learn to praise ourselves. All women are welcome. Acclamation, acclamation. It is happening September 26th through the 29th, 4:30 p.m. Pacific time. It will be on Zoom. There will be a recording. If you signed up, you will have access to the recording. Okay, invitation to go acclimate into what is so into your body. Get present, feel the things. What are you feeling and where are you feeling it? It may take you a minute to tune in, but then you'll realize that your body is energetic and there are a variety of things going in your body. And then acclimate, praise yourself. When you start to feel the things, oh, wow, that's amazing. My body is really cool. One of the things I've also started doing is praising myself when my body does the thing my body is supposed to doing, right? When I get the feeling that I need to go to the bathroom. Oh, that's working. Good job. When I go to the bathroom. Oh, good job. That's working. When I get the feeling that I'm hungry. I'm hungry. When I get the clarity of what I'm hungry for. Ooh, specifics. Good job. That's so sexy. So start praising yourself. Know that you are not doing it wrong. Your body is actually doing it 100% right. And the more that you praise yourself versus shame yourself, the more your body will speak to you louder and whisper and start singing with you as well. Because if shaming yourself worked to change yourself or was a permanent solution, because it works, right? It works. It is a strategy that works. It's just not a strategy that's sustainable. And then you feel bad about feeling bad about feeling bad about feeling bad. So start praising yourself out loud, and then you will feel good about feeling good about feeling good about feeling good. See how that works? Plus, there is this neuroscience research that the more that you praise yourself out loud, the more you get to rewire your nervous system, and the more that your brain then looks to do things of like, how about that? Wasn't that a good job? Praise me for that. You're like, yes, that was a good job. So, acclamation, acclamation. For the masterclass, we'll be practicing more of these things in group, in community. Find the link. I think I could put it down in the comments. I tried this yesterday and I think it only showed up in one space. But if it's not in the comments, it is in the link in my bio, and you're welcome to find it there. It is in the link on all of the posts that you've been seeing today. I think today's that went out was if, right? If your voice wasn't important, then why are they trying to shut it down? If your vote didn't count, then why are they trying to take it from you? If your praise, if your body wasn't important, why are they trying to separate you from it? All right. Acclamation, acclamation. It's a 4-day women masterclass. I will see you there. This is Torin signing off. Take care of you. Take care of your pleasure. Take care of your body. And I'll see you when I do. Sometime tomorrow.